My name is Christopher Holmes. I'm a sergeant with the DC Fire and EMS Department in the Special Operations and Homeland Security Division. I noticed that there was a shortfall or a gap between the response of searching for people and trying to rescue them.
Up until the time Chris got this program underway, it was a very tedious, time-consuming effort when we had building collapse or large fires that had devastating damage, to sift through to see if there may be anybody still in the building on the collapse.
We were running a lot of collapse rescue calls, and I thought it would be great if we had a tool that we could utilize. And it happens that the Urban Search and Rescue Dog program would be it.
By bringing this program to us, what could, in many instances, go from 12 or greater hours to days. Chris is able to deploy CASO on a rubble pile, and he can give us the answers we need within a 20 to 30 minute time frame.
I was able to get a loan from the credit union and purchase my partner CASO, and I was able to get another loan to be able to pay for my own training in Texas to be able to become a canine search specialist. CASO, he's my partner. He's all black German Shepherd, 6 years old. He's a great dog. Always willing to go to work no matter what time of day. CASO is more than just a partner or a dog or a pet. I mean, he's definitely a member of our family, and yeah, it's the only complaint I get from my kids is I have to put them away when they play hide and seek in the backyard because he finds them all the time. So that's the only game he can't play at the house. He is probably the busiest urban search and rescue dog in the country. We run on average between 2 to 3 building collapses a month.
And we had a terrible incident up on the Upper Potomac in the city, and we couldn't find the victims. And Chris worked for 12 hours one day and came back the next day and really led our efforts to help find these people that had drowned and get their bodies back to their families, and dealt with that with grace and dignity through all of it.
You look at a team of a dog and one handler that can touch that many people in a short amount of time and save the amount of lives that they can, and give the family members the opportunity of having closure with their loved ones. It's people like Chris that give them that opportunity.
A little over 2 years ago, we were at Tacoma Education Center in Northwest DC, and he was talking to a class of 5th graders, and one of the students said, "When is the next time you'll be deployed to help people in a disaster?" And he answered honestly and said, "I never know. I could be called tomorrow, or I could be called weeks from now." And the next day, the tragedy in Haiti occurred, and by the end of that day, Chris and CASO were on a plane and spent the next, I think, 2 weeks searching for victims.
To know that that you made a positive impact in people's lives, and then be able to bring that same tool back to this city and be able to help the residents here is awe-inspiring. I noticed very early with CASO that utilizing him in a fire safety and personal safety venues at schools and other public relations events, that we were connecting with children and even seniors in ways that traditional fire safety methods weren't allowing us.
And Chris is so warm with the kids, and he talks about his job, and he talks about CASO, and he shows them the exciting places that he's been and the kind of work that they do. And I always ask students afterwards to write thank you notes. One time, a little boy who we often had trouble with in class, his note was, "Thank you for coming. When I grow up, I want to be you."
I've known Chris a long time. He deserves the recognition. He's truly dedicated to what he does, and I think that that's a great thing.
He's one of the most humble people I have ever met. I really tried to get him in the classroom to emphasize how dangerous his work is and how exciting it is. And he always conveys to the students that it's part of his job, that it's just another day.
It's just incredible the time, effort, and dedication he's shown to this, and I couldn't think of anybody that deserves this opportunity more than Chris.